Hi everyone, how was tutorial about the colors describing objects and products and ordering products on the internet in the German language? Do write your reviews in the comments section. In this tutorial, I will introduce a new grammar in the German language. So let's have a look. I am going to give you a small introduction to the new grammar in the German language, which we call the cases. And there are four main cases in the German language. And we don't have these cases in the English language, but these are important grammar in the German language. These four cases are nominative, accusative, dative, and genitive. The dative case is taking over the genitive case because the dative case is more practical in written and spoken German. Therefore, you need to only concentrate on nominative, accusative, and the dative cases. So, what do I mean by cases? Let me explain. As in any language, the German language has its articles, nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Now, the definite and indefinite articles of the noun, the negation article or word, kein, which you have covered with me in the previous tutorials, then also the personal and possessive pronouns and adjectives, all of these can sometimes change the way they are written in the German language. Their endings can change. So these changes are called cases. How these change in the German language depends on whether we are placing importance on the subject or the object in a German sentence or question. So, in order to better understand this, let's have a look at some examples. Up till now, I was using the nominative case in my previous tutorials because I was using examples of simple German sentences or questions with one subject, one verb, and one noun mostly. So, if I'm placing importance on any one subject in a German sentence or question, I am using the nominative case. So, in these examples, you can see that the subject, whether it's persons or things, the subject is just one subject when we are talking about the nominative case. So for persons, we will use the question wer to mean who and wie with certain verbs like heißen, as you have seen in my previous tutorials. Wer ist der Mann? Der Mann ist der Präsident. Who is the man? The man is the president. Wer ist die Frau? Die Frau ist die Prinzessin. Who is the woman? The woman is the princess. Wie heißt das Kind? Das Kind heißt Matthias. So, what is the name of the child? The child is called Matthias. Wer sind die Leute da? Who are the people there? The people there, or just the people, are the students. So you can say die Leute da sind die Studenten or just die Leute sind die Studenten, where da refers to there at some place. Or you can answer das sind die Studenten. Those are the students. For things, we use the question was. Was ist das? Das ist der Regenschirm. That is the umbrella. And note that das is not only the definite article for a neutral noun in German, but das also means those and that. And Regenschirm is a compound noun made up of der Regen and der Schirm. Regen meaning rain and Schirm, which is an umbrella. Was ist das? Das ist die Pflanze. Then Pflanze is feminine and it is a plant, so it will use die. Was ist das? Das ist das Spielzeug. Note that Spielzeug refers to toy stuff or toys. But even though Spielzeug refers to a word in English which is in the plural form, so toys or any playing stuff, but in the German language, this noun will be written in the singular form with the article das. Then was ist das or was sind das, if you're going to mention a noun in the plural, das sind die Autos would be the way to answer either of these questions. So the way to recognize that the nominative case is being used is the use of the question wer or wie sometimes and was. Wer or wie for persons and was for things. Then the other way to recognize that the nominative case is being used is to note that some verbs use this case always, and those verbs are sein, which you saw in these examples, heißen, also you saw an example here, and the verb kosten, to cost, which you have seen in my previous furniture tutorial, and some other verbs which I will show you in the later tutorial. So whenever you see sentences with these verbs, it means the nominative case is being used. Then another way to recognize that this case is being used is to note that the articles, both definite and indefinite articles, the negation word kein, and personal and possessive pronouns even the adjectives, as you will see later on, will remain in their original form. So some of these, the articles and the word kind, I will show you how they remain in their original form in the nominative case in my last tutorial part. So that was all for today. Do stay updated for part 2 of this tutorial. Thank you.